Hey, and welcome to Daddy Mojo. It's the podcast where we'll talk about parenting, all-age comic books, toys, and more. Now, here's your host, Trey Burley.
Ask a kid to read about scurvy and you'll be met with blank stares. However, ask a kid to read Plague Busters and they'll be intrigued because it kind of sounds like Ghostbusters, and they'll look into Plague Busters and say, this is actually a very entertaining book. Thanks for giving it to me. You are really something. They may not say that, but this is a very entertaining book because it gets kids interested in scurvy, in the plague, in Black Death, in tuberculosis, in cholera. It has chapters on each of these, and it does it in a very illustrated, heavy way it doesn't water down the content at all, but it makes it very funny, very approachable, and entertaining. I call this Closet STEM. Because Plague Busters, Medicine's Battles with History's Deadliest Diseases, is an illustrated chapter book that's going to get those reluctant readers interested in STEM topics because it's disgusting, it's curious, it's very funny, and it's got some great illustrations. Who's it going to be good for? Those fifth graders, in my mind's eye, you'll be able to read this and really latch into it. However, you fifth grade readers, you've got to be really curious to jam into Plague Busters. It's more for you middle school kids because of the content and the intellectual nature of it. It's not a highbrow book by anyone's standards, but you've got to be at least somewhat curious, and at least you've got to know what the plague is and how big it was, and scurvy, what a nasty thing is, and rabies. You've got to know that rabies it's more than that thing that mandates 15 shots through your belly button. It's a thing that still exists today. Don't play with stray dogs, kids, by the way. Plague Busters is highly entertaining, and it's really fun. It really is. It's going to be great for those kids who know that they like medicine, and it's going to introduce some kids who need to learn to love to read. It's going to introduce them to medicine and to biology and the fact that it can be fun. It is fun. It's Plague Busters, and it's going to be great for those kids in fifth grade and up.
Thanks for listening to Daddy Mojo. Be sure to tune in next time. For more information on any of the things we talked about today, just check out the website, daddymojo.net, or hit us up at Daddy Mojo on social media.